Hey, it's Zach from 718 Motorpool, and today we have something really unique. A 1996 Chevy Caprice 9C6. This car was built June 26, 1996, and delivered to Major Chevy in Queens on July 9, 1996. An owner-operator cab driver purchased this car for $22,762. Adjusted for inflation, this would be roughly about $43,000 today. Since the first owner, it went through two other owners before it was discovered in a yard a few weeks ago by my friend, who was kind enough to let us check it out for the video. The 9C6 was a heavy-duty taxi package that Chevy offered from the 70s until the early 2000s. The 9C6 is probably one of the rarest options you could find today. Granted, thousands were made when the package was offered, but these cars often lived very hard lives, and the ones that survive are typically owner-operated cars like this one. I only know of a handful of these cars surviving, and I would have to estimate we're probably looking at single-digit numbers for survivor cars. The 9C6 option was an $831 option package that equipped the car with heavy-duty components similar to the 9C1 police package, but without any of the performance upgrades. The dark blue vinyl interior with a split bench seat was standard. This car was also equipped with the L99 V8 engine putting out 200 horsepower and factory wiring for the taxi sign. This package prepared the car to be able to function in a rough urban environment with little to no downtime, as many of these cars were run 24/7. As it sits right now, this is exactly how the car was when it left service in 2001. Since it is an owner-operator car, the standard taxi partition is not required by the Taxi and Limousine Commission. The fare decals on the front door are from 2000, replacing the original ones from 1996, reflecting a fare increase that happened that year. Nineteen 1996 would be an interesting year for New York City taxicabs, as the TLC would make it a requirement that all yellow cabs be new vehicles with less than 500 miles before they got hacked up. Later in 1996, the TLC would roll out the Celebrity Talking Taxi program, where you would be greeted with a recording of a B-list celebrity reminding you to buckle up when you entered the cab, and reminding you to take your belongings and receipt when you exited. This was activated by a button on the dash, and this program was not well received by the general public and drivers alike, but it lasted until 2003, with several rounds of celebrities making appearances. The owner's plan for this car is to restore it back to the way it was when it was hacked up in the summer of 1996, keeping the original medallion number, 4Y73. This is to preserve a piece of New York City history, as this was one of the last yellow Chevy Caprice taxis placed into service. We will be getting updates throughout the restoration process, so subscribe and hit the bell for notifications to follow this restoration.